Have you ever prayed with all your heart, only to feel like heaven was silent? What if God's silence was not rejection, but protection? What if the unanswered prayer was the greatest gift you never expected? The sting of silence is sharp. You prayed for healing, for love, for a breakthrough, and nothing happened. You begged for that job, that relationship, that miracle. And when the answer didn't come, it felt like God had turned away. We've all been there. We've all felt the deep, hollow ache of an unanswered prayer. And in that silence, the questions rise. Does God even hear me? Does he actually care? That feeling of being unheard can be one of the most isolating experiences in our faith journey. It's like sending a desperate message into the void and getting no reply. You check your spiritual inbox, and it's empty. You face one closed door after another. You wait in a metaphorical hospital room, hoping for good news that never seems to arrive. The silence hurts. It's a real and valid pain. But what if we could reframe it? What if silence is not absence? What if, instead, silence is the beginning of something much deeper, something more profound than we could have asked for? Think about it. We see our lives in fragments, like staring at a single, tiny puzzle piece. We see this one moment, this one need, this one intense desire, and we believe it's the most important thing in the world. But God sees the entire masterpiece. He sees how all the pieces fit together, the grand, beautiful design that we can't even begin to comprehend from our limited perspective. It's like a child crying, begging for a colorful piece of candy right before dinner. To the child, that candy is everything. But the loving parent knows that a nourishing meal is what the child truly needs. The parent's no isn't a rejection of the child's desire. It's an act of love, an act of providing something far better. In the same way, God's no is not a cold-hearted rejection. It is a redirection. It is his loving protection from a path that looks good to us now, but would lead to harm we cannot yet see. His silence is a shield, guarding us from heartbreaks and dead ends that we would have blindly walked into. When God says no to what we want, he is often saying yes to something far greater, something we cannot yet imagine, something prepared for us that will bring more fulfillment and joy than our original prayer ever could. History and Scripture are filled with examples of this divine wisdom. Look at the Apostle Paul. He pleaded with God. 3 times he begged for the thorn in his flesh to be removed. He was in pain, and he wanted relief. But God's answer was no. Instead of removing the thorn, God gave him something else, grace. He said, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Paul's perceived unanswered prayer became the very thing that showed him the depth of God's strength. His weakness became a canvas for God's power. And think of Jesus himself in the Garden of Gethsemane. In his moment of ultimate agony, he prayed, "My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me." It was a heartfelt, desperate prayer. But the cup was not taken away. And because it wasn't, the greatest act of love in history unfolded. Salvation was poured out for all humanity. What looked like the most painful unanswered prayer in history became our redemption. This shows us that silence can be the sacred soil where our resilience grows. It's in the waiting, in the wrestling, that our faith deepens. It's where our desires are purified and refined, shifting from what we think we need to what truly aligns with God's will. Unanswered prayers are never wasted. They are powerful tools that shape us, strengthen us, and prepare us for paths we never expected to walk, paths that lead to a greater purpose and a closer relationship with our Creator. So how do we live in this space of waiting, in this trust? We start by changing our view of prayer. Prayer is not a transaction where we put in a request and expect a specific product in return. It's not a cosmic vending machine. Prayer is a relationship. It's a continuous conversation with a loving Father. And in any healthy relationship, trust is key. Cultivating this radical trust means surrendering our need for control. It means letting go of our detailed life plans and admitting that we don't always know what's best. It's like walking into a dense fog. You can't see the end of the path, but you trust the guide who is leading you. You take one step at a time, confident that he knows the way, even when you don't. True, lasting peace isn't found in getting all the answers we want. It's found in the simple, profound presence of God, knowing he is with us in the silence, in the waiting, and in the storm. God's no is love disguised as disappointment. His silence is often his protection in action, and his plan is always, always greater than ours. The next time you feel the ache of an unanswered prayer, remember this. It may just be the greatest gift you'll ever receive, because it's leading you not to what you asked for, but to the one who answers all things in his perfect time. Trust his heart, even when you can't understand his hand, because sometimes the prayers left unanswered are the very ones that save us. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content to encourage you on your faith journey.